10, buddy. And can you believe we're already in the second month of the year? That's crazy. But the one good thing about being in February already is that we're gonna be getting a ton of new games to play. So here's a list of 10 games for you to play that range from indie, cute and cozy, and even a pretty big mainline title from Capcom. I think you can probably guess which one that's gonna be, huh? If you want to keep up with all the games that I think seem pretty cool and hopefully ones that are up your alley too, then why not consider giving me like a like or maybe even subscribing? Let me know in the comments below what games you're excited to see come out this month. The first game is one that I think is gonna be pretty cool and is one that seems really unique as well. Celebrating Low Vision Awareness Month. Blind Touch is all about learning how to navigate what feels like a completely brand new world. You were involved in an accident that wasn't your fault, but has resulted in the loss of your vision as well as the loss of your memories. Now, out in the world with only your cane to guide you, try tapping your surroundings as a way to illuminate your forgotten world. This will be how you learn how to get around as well as understand what's around you. With your vision gone, day-to-day tasks are no longer as easy as they once were, and not everyone will be as understanding of your situation. The choice of how you experience this world will still be up to you though. Time for fun can still be made even if all you're doing is walking around. You don't just have to rely solely on your cane though, as you will still be able to hear. So listen out for the local cats purr or maybe even a meow. There's always time for a quick fuss. Hi kitty! This next one is gonna be a pretty silly one if you ask me, but I am so totally here for that. You best know me, I love silly! Hermit and Pig gives me Undertale vibes, but maybe just not as sad. In this game, you will be playing as the town's local hermit in a story-rich RPG. Try and overcome your social anxiety as you go out and explore the world with your little piggy. What started as the simple task of foraging for mushrooms somehow ended up in you doing your best to fend off against assailants? What's a man gonna do to make mushrooms in peace, huh? After being plunged into a conspiracy theory you really know nothing about, the only way out is to fight. Key combo combat style, and so make sure you stretch out those fingers before you get going. There will be over 100 enemies for you to defeat in the game, and you gotta be sure to complete the battle before the timer ends or you'll be in trouble. A quick word of warning though, you can take cringe damage, so be careful out there. Maybe one day you'll find that giant mythical mushroom too. Bringing it back to the early 2000s now, I mean just look at those graphics! Chef's kiss, am I right? Creature Kitchen is a game that I am super duper hyped about as it seems to be the perfect blend between the creepy and the cozy. It will be your job to search the house and the dark forest outside so you can find all the ingredients you will need to cook up these local critters' favorite snacks. I mean, just look at his poor little face, he's starving. Oh, go on, give him a PB&J. You'll be able to remember all the creatures you meet who are sure to become friends with you once they taste your cooking by snapping a quick picture of them. It's important to remember though, that not all animals are the same and will all like something a little different to eat, so try your best to master all 40 recipes this game has and see if you really can become king of the forest. Now on to the next one, which isn't actually a full game and instead is just DLC, but I just love the base game so much I thought I just had to include it on the list, because if you haven't already played this game, then I think you really should. Little Gator Game will be releasing DLC, a conclusion to the Little Gator story called In the Dark. You will be going straight back into that super bright and colourful playground full of whimsy you and the little gator help build with all your friends. But instead of staying above ground like before, you'll be venturing deep into an underground cave that's gone unnoticed before now. Who knows what kind of adventures and friends will be waiting for you down there? And if this Gator's Pass is anything to go by, then there sure will be a lot of friends, a whole heap of them. But there may even be some frenemies down there too, who just need a little time and perhaps a helping paw? A hand? Claw? What do gators even have? Whatever you end up doing, it'll be sure to be filled with childhood wonder. That is what makes this game so special after all. Go out and explore this new area at your own pace, finding more secret treasures and even more new items for new abilities too. Maybe even ride those rails whilst you're at it. When I first looked into this game, I wasn't so sure, but the more and more I looked into it, the more intrigued I got. Fields of Fortune is this super cute pixel farming sim where you start from humble beginnings with just a few tools. However, the twist with this one is that you can fully automate your farm as you grow. You don't have to, of course, but how nice is it going to sleep at night knowing your crops are watered and your animals are fed? It's pretty dang nice. As you can expect from a farming sim, there is quite a lot for you to do, like tending to the fields and crops, looking after your animals, even going on adventures to far-off islands. That's right, you can sail away to distant islands looking for all kinds of sparkling new treasures to sell or trade back in town with the folk that live there. Speaking of the town, sometimes the townsfolk may send you on the occasional quest or two for things they just really can't live without. You know how cozy games go. But would that really be so bad? Think of all the new things you might discover and don't worry about the farm, it's all automated anyway. I think now would be the perfect time for a cozy mystery, don't you? Include murder by death. It will be your job to solve the murder of Lord Robert Anderson. However, you will only have 120 minutes to do so, and there are roughly 165 rooms for you to explore in this mansion. It just seems like an impossible task, so why don't we just let Scotland Yard take this one over? They'll be here soon anyway. Unless you actually want to prove yourself as a worthy detective, then it will be up to you to interrogate the other guests. See what clues you can find and unravel the ever-twisting mystery of this murder. It seems this case may actually be a lot more complex than just room, weapon, and who. Every choice you make will end up shaping the end of the game, so be careful about who you trust, as not all grudges may come into light straight away. Some guests may even be better liars than others too. No matter the choices you make and the clues you find, you will always get an ending that will reflect those decisions in some way, good or bad. It's time to go fast. Play as the cutie Phoebes, who is embarking on a journey of self-discovery as you explore the open seas and demon tides, a follow-up game to Demon Turf. This game has a pretty cool 3D art style that is just super bright and oh so beachy, but you may not have much time to appreciate all of it with all the fast-paced platforming you'll be doing. Discover Ragnar's Rock with Phoebes and her friends as you slowly start to uncover all the dark and scary secrets that the kingdom has been keeping hidden. The deeper you get in the kingdom's history, the more mysteries will come unraveling fast. Boy, is it a good thing Phoebes will have her friends with her. The game doesn't just stop there though, as you can probably already tell. A main focus of this game will be speed running, so one of the core features of the game is being able to race against and challenge the ghosts of other players. As you explore this open world, or beach should I say, you'll be able to recover 50 talismans that will change up your moveset depending on which ones you equip, and how you combine them with one another, making you all the more faster. Now this one's a bit more on the spooky side, but something about it was just kind of pulling me in, you know? Gretel's Honesty is a visual novel retelling of the classic fairy tale Hansel and Gretel, with that original dark twist. As you may know, this fairy tale ends in two different ways, the first being where the children get to escape and go home, but in the other, both children are eaten by the witch. Since there are only two ways this story can end, you'll only have one chance to sway the story. The game will only have 10 chapters and last for a total of about 30 minutes, but at what point your fate is decided will be a mystery until the end. I just love the style of this visual novel and how it uses such a limited color palette. It just looks so pretty. Okay, I know this is not an indie game, nor is it a cozy game in any way, shape or form, but it is a Resident Evil game, so I had to, okay? Resident Evil Requiem is a survival horror centering around the rather infamous Leon Kennedy, who is returning back to the city, you know, the one they dropped a bomb on? However, he isn't the only one going back to that wasteland, as Grace Ashcroft, our protagonist, is as well, both on the hunt for answers. Grace has returned to the hotel her mother died in, an event that shook her to her core. What she finds there may be even worse. Leon, however, is on the hunt for answers as a new string of deaths start to happen. But as much as I love Resident Evil, these games are far too scary for me to play. I mean, look at this, it's so spooky scary. but I still think they're just so cool and I can't wait to watch some playthroughs of them. Now this might just be a personal take, but boy do I love games with a little bit of plague. A little bit of sickness really goes a long way. This is a story-rich pixel RPG called Plague Alchemist. You will find yourself in a world where the only way to survive will be through alchemy. What started at first as maybe just a strange sight, a child falling asleep in the road, quickly started to spread more and more until even the adults of the town would begin to freeze and fade. An entire lifetime spent as an outcast healer now would be no time to turn your back. The town needs you, yet it seems that you are perhaps no longer trying to cure a sickness, but instead maybe trying to cure a curse. As for some reason you are completely unaffected by what is spreading, proving that this is no mere sickness after all. Go out and explore the world, tracing the sickness back to where it came from, even if it doesn't quite make sense at first. Do everything you can to expand the knowledge you already have, find new herbs, mix untested potions and elixirs, try anything and everything that might move you forward. Knowledge means everything in this world. As you explore further, you will find elemental dungeons, all housing something to do with the curse. However, as the game is releasing into early access first, you will only get the Earth Portal, but I am so excited for this game. We've made it through the entire list now, can you believe it? With so many different games coming out this month, I'd love to know what your favorite is, or if I've missed any that you think will be super duper cool. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing so that we can talk about all the games that will be coming out in March too. But if you can't wait that long, you can always catch me on Twitch too on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 12 GMT. Bye bye, bears!